So, we're at Black Mesa East. We got brought our boys. A few Metro cops are here to observe. There's Adam. How's everything going, boys? This doesn't look like Combine tech.
Snake,
Not even the Combine are using Combine
Snake,
tech.
I'm sorry, but I had to be more, like, obnoxious starting this part.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
What are you gonna do? Am I going to jail, Snake? Are you gonna call the cops on me?
No, just, you know, this is like this is actually the best scene in the game. I was about to bring up. We're given binoculars for no reason. Like, we're given binoculars in the one, like, indoor close quarters combat segment this game has. In some bizarre miscommunication, I suppose. And then a door full of turrets open up and we just leave our men and climb into this vent.
I'm not enjoying this part of the game because I can clearly see my fucking face in the screen. It's like, oh fuck. What shitty commentary.
But yeah, we're attacking Black Mesa East. We're finally hunting down the Freeman. This is what you wanted.
Why is this the best part of the game for you? Because you like climbing ladders?
Because it's the least terrible, essentially. Like, it's not good, it's just, like, not bad. I mean, it's bad, but, you know, it's not as bad. It's, like, not obnoxious.
I guess they're, like, better at, like, designing corridors even though it's dark as shit and you don't know where to go. What?
Yeah, the vents are terrible. I'm gonna say the vents are a serious mark against this scene.
Does Mitchell not have a flashlight?
No. There's no flashlight in this game. You're just given occasional things like night vision goggles or flares, for some reason. Oh, Vortigons! Yay, we're actually fighting them. No, I think this scene is, like, thematically as well. By the way, I don't believe that the writers intended this. I believe this is just accidentally they stumbled onto something good. I think this scene is just accidentally really, like, thematically the best. Like, this is hunting down the Freeman. We're like, we heard Gordon Freeman's here, so there's a bunch of people in our way, but they all have to die because Freeman's here.
And they're like all like resistance fighters, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, not only that, we got like, so we saved a bunch of kids from a factory, we've brainwashed them, they trust Mitchell. Mitchell's their fucking dad, essentially.
Yeah.
He signs them over to the Combine and then makes them kill the rebellion who are fighting to save the planet that they really should be fighting for, but no, they've been duped.
Also, it doesn't even make sense that Boris lets him do this. You know?
No.
Because like Boris's daughter was a part of the resistance, right?
Boris said, my daughter is part of the rebellion, she's a spy. I mean, you know, she's a spy in the rebellion, poor phrasing there. Don't harm her. If you see her, like, you know, you let her go. Like, so he did actually bring that up. He's just like, you know, be careful not to kill any of our spies. But fortunately, you don't have to worry about in this scene.
Yeah, but Mitchell doesn't seem to really care about even the concept of, maybe I should shoot some of these.
I mean, he's tearing through them. He just kind of starts going, yeah, he doesn't seem to be very discriminatory in his fire.
It's kind of super uncanny to me how the civilians are fighting against you. I guess.
I'm gonna say, because like I mean, it's kind of obvious. These are just reskinned Combine NPCs. Yeah.
And like the Combines act so robotic, so it's like weird to see like the resistance fighters, because like thematically, that's like what I got out of Half-Life 2, like what they were doing with like the Combine.
It's not only that. I mean, there's like, it's not just the fact they're just using reskinned Combine. It's also the fact that whoever did the pathing for these maps fucked up. Like, you know, you've seen it a few times during this commentary, node graph out of date rebuilding. That's to do with AI pathing, and when on maps where that's particularly bad, the AI's therefore their only directive is just charge the player, get in their face, and attack. It's like, it's just a kind of default behavior, so that they're still in some way functional.
I like that, though.
I think that's the interpretation.
I like the dead of Ortigons just still laying there. I don't know, it's like such an easy thing, but like, yeah, we killed them.
This scene, like, succeeds in, like, a number of aesthetic senses where it's like, this scene is, like, really contrived in execution, like, wow, we just heard that Gordon Freeman's at Black Mesa East were attacking, but it's like, no, this is, like, not just in gameplay, but just in terms of what we're doing, in terms of, like, a Half-Life fan game that wants to be, like, in the Half-Life universe, this is the best. This is, like, the one closest to success they get in, like, doing anything. In doing anything Half-Life, this is the best they did.
I wonder who developed this.
Wonder who they got for this one. The machete sucks, don't use it. I had to get it in somewhere, though.
Or maybe, like, this was the first one, like, they made, you know, going after, because, like, you are just looking after Freeman. You know, it would make sense this would start here if it was just a passion project that someone was, like, tinkering on in their own time and it, like, expanded scope. Like, it would make sense. Like, this was the one most effort, but, like, then they just kind of, you know, it just kind of went downhill from there.
They made too much before this point. They should have, like, reasoned it out and said, more scenes like this. And, like, in terms of gameplay, the reason why it's the best is, like, it's tiny. It's not that big. It's like, the map isn't huge.
Imagine if the game had started off here.
It might have been a bit more... I mean, the first impressions would have been a bit better, you know? At least. It's not fun, like, as you can still see, the shooting is still, like, bad.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just shooting dumbasses.
God, like, so much, like, goes into game developing to just get it fucking right, you know? And, like, you could just even, like, in a mod, which isn't, like, just a mod, you could, like, that's fucked up, you know?
I've played good Half-Life mods I got for free, like Underhell. Underhell is a fantastic single-player source mod. It doesn't take place in the Half-Life universe. It's an entirely original horror story. It's got its own, like, elements. It's like a non-chronological horror game wherein, like, one part of it, you're a prisoner in a massive underground facility that's under a zombie attack, and it's like a horror game. In the other half, you're wandering around your house and you're playing as a cop whose wife died, and there's the mystery of how she died and everything that happened in your character's life. And you wander around the house and get clues as to what happened, but then you occasionally cut back and you're in the future segment and you're in that prison because you got framed for the murder of a cop, and it's cool. It's a cool mod. You should play it. You should play it instead of this, and it's free.
Damn.
It's free, but it deserves more money than this. Sorry, I just wanted to... Oh, by the way, there was a shotgun on the table there, and as you could see before the loading screen, it just kind of jumped at me. But it missed, and now it's fallen down the elevator shaft. He's so fucking stupid. It's like, why did the shotgun jump?
You really went in on selling Underhell, though, or what? Wait, what was it? What was the game called?
Underhell.
Underhell. Underhell.
The mod Underhell.
Yeah.
So, by the way, you also can't leave that room until you get the shotgun, so just no clip down here and pick that up.
Oh my god.
Whoops.
Tell me more about Underhell.
So, essentially, like, it doesn't do too much. Like, it's kind of like this in that, you know, you don't have a HEV suit, so it's more survival horror. Your character isn't as athletic, but it's still more like Half-Life-y. You're still more mobile. And, it's very free-roamy, and you can get kind of side quests, and it's also very dialogue-heavy. Uses an entirely different method of telling a story in Half-Life, where there's sections where you can go around talking to people. And I kind of have to be disappointing about it, because when I say Underhell, it's not a full game. It's chapter 1 of what they're going to say is, like, I think 3 or 5 chapters. Chapter 1 came out in, I think, 2012, and chapter 2 isn't out yet, and there's been barely any word.
Damn.
But chapter 1 is huge. Chapter 1 is, like, 8 hours long. It's massive.
Well, maybe they're still working on it.
Maybe, because, like, it's a big game.
They're just planning, like, this is just their life now. They're just planning on making Underhell games until, like, forever, basically. And it'll just take them... Like, it's basically...
They actually got voice actors. Well, not... I mean, you know, they have better voice acting than this. They didn't go for YouTubers.
What do you mean, internet superstar? I hate everything. Isn't
he isn't in Underhell chapter 2?
It's the most spectacular voice actor you've ever laid eyes upon. You know, his kind of like his like kind of monotone voice that he does like on his reviews. You know, just kind of like disinterested.
I'm gonna be fair, is like considering all things, like, you can't say any of the voice actors did a terrible, terrible job, considering they got no direction or context for their scenes. Like, what do you do if you're just, like, an actor and you're like, so, what am I feeling in this scene? Like, why am I saying this? And you're not told? Like, what the fuck do you do? Do you just guess?
Yeah, basically.
Like,
you just gotta put it all, like, you know, like how Keem started, you just gotta pull all of it in there, you know? Go all out. You must become the character.
like, I suspect that part of the reason Colonel Q and Larry are so ridiculous is they were just given their lines and they assumed it was a comedy. And that's why they're the only characters with personality. Because they're like, oh, I see it's a military comedy, so Colonel Q just cues it up.
I kind of dig this level.
It's not terrible. It's, like, it's got a few problems,
It's
like
so...
the fact that...
It feels like there's like the perfect amount of enemies, so it feels like hectic. And since you know that you're supposed to run, but you can't always run, you have to take some of them down. It's like you're getting, cause like really clutchy and like there's like a lot of like involvement, but like not an obnoxious amount where you're confused what's happening.
And not to mention, you can't run because your flashlight is tied to the shotgun, and if you sprint, you can't see. It's like, it's clever. It's a clever dynamic. But I do have to ask a question, Noon, and it's an important question. Why are we here? Like, why are
I don't
we
know!
in this forest?
I think
why did we leave Black Mesa East? We weren't told that Gordon Freeman had left.
It's, I mean, yeah, the plotting is kind of garbage, but like, it's kind of like a thematic, like, match to, like, where Gordon went after Black Mesa East. It's like, I mean, feel like,
yeah, but Gordon
we're, like,
Gordon had clean motivation. Is like, he was trapped behind rubble and Alex said, okay, run, you know, just go through Ravenholm. Whereas...
Yeah, but Mitchell's going after
Mitchell's
Gordon.
just like... yeah, but Mitchell doesn't know that.
Yeah,
Mitchell
that's why
know
it's
that
bad,
he's in Ravenholm.
it's bad plotting. Like, yeah, it's forced, and they didn't give a reason for it. But what do you expect? It's Hunt Down the Freeman. There's no context for almost anything.
I mean, if that's the case, then we're just not going to be allowed to be mad for the rest of this, because we've already seen all the methods.
No, we can be furious about it, but I don't know. I'm just going there. I'm going with what maybe they intended.
Man, the G-Man must really be psychic, because it's like, man, Mitchell's the man who will just be so fucking stupid, he'll just abandon his men at Black Mesa East without telling them.
You know what I think it is? It's like a holdover when it literally just was a mod that started off right here. You're going into Black Mesa Eastbound or whatever, and then you just are following Freeman. And like, there was like, even just... They didn't really even care about, like, the plot and the reasoning behind it. They just, like, yeah, because, like, Gordon Freeman's and Ravenholm were just, like, outside. Or, like going along.
People who played Half-Life 2... People who played Half-Life 2 know he's in Ravenholm, so why would we need to explain this?
Yeah, because, like, that was... It probably just was, like, their, like, passion project or hobby that they were just tinkering on. And, like, to them, that wasn't necessary, so necessary, because, like... They made it for themselves. They weren't just trying to communicate like super
Turn
well
your volume
to other
down.
people.
Turn your volume down.
Oh, God.
It's about to get louder, but for some reason, when you fire and hit, that sound just won't stop playing. I thought it was a glitch. No, this just always happens in this house. There's just a very loud push sound.
Oh,
that'll be a quieter when this goes up on Commentarycomms, but I had to interrupt you to give you that warning that a very loud noise was about to start. And not stop.
I can hear... There's, like, a horror story idea I have about a guy who keeps hearing things in, like, music. Like, he has headphones on, and, like, he thinks he keeps hearing something in the background of it. And, like, then it escalates from there, I guess. And this white noise... I'm hearing voices in it, Snake. I'm hearing them. They're telling me. Wait, they're telling me, Snake, that this game sucks.
Very wise voices. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how you do this. How you just fuck up this much. Let's go up into the...
Ow, my brain!
I just killed myself with fucking access.
Because there was some fucking asshole taking a nap there among the med packs.
The Medmax and his shotgun shells. Why did he just put a bunch? That's so ridiculous.
Look at that fucking bridge. What the fuck is this?
We're in Transylvania.
There's so many zombies. Like, where did they come from? Where did they go?
Well, we're on the cusp of Ravenholm right now, this shelled town. We kinda went to Ravenholm. But yeah, that was the game's Ravenholm chapter. It was a dark forest. You know what? I don't like it in gameplay terms, but I kind of appreciate the fact, like Ravenholm, it's tight, claustrophobic, it's after we get the gravity gun, so let's make it a big open forest and just... That's a completely, like, different take on it.
Yeah.
Big open zombie forest.
I'm not digging this right now.
No, this is boring. This shotgun sucks.
Like, I mean, the zombies work better when you could avoid them, basically, and, like, only have to deal with immediate dangers. Like, that's what made that section good, in my opinion. Not so
Ravenholm
much...
was good because, like, you were tight quarters and you, like, had the gravity gun, and it's like, okay, I'm constantly pressured, but I can, like, hit them with a lot... I've got a lot of stuff to hit them with, and
yeah, but
we don't have the gravity gun, we just have this shit gun.
Yeah, but Snake, who cares about Half-Life 2 when we got, Get the fuck out of Freeman, whatever this game is called, here.
Half down the hunt, man.
Kill Gordon. This game is just called Kill Gordon.
It's a very clunky title, but I think it's marketable. Hunt Down the Freeman. We just talked about the fact that isn't a good title anyway. It's just...
It isn't. I think...
But
I think this should be a sequel, and it should be called Hunt Down the Freeman, Kill Gordon. Like Colin, Kill Gordon.
Kill Gordon Gaiden.
There's something so fucking pathetic about his little scratches when he misses something.
I want to get up there.
It's like he's afraid of hurting his hands. Ah! Ow!
Oh no, I got a splinter. That was concrete. I got a splinter!
There's so many fucking zombies.
By the way, the level exit opened. I just didn't notice it because there's barely anything to guide you to it. It's like... I mean, this is the, you know, the graveyard from Half-Life 2.
Yeah, but it's like, so... it's going a lot worse than it was in Half-Life 2. Like, it wasn't this unmanageable.
I mean, you had a gravity gun, you had Father Gregory, you had a shotgun that didn't fucking suck. Oh, why am I still doing this? Come on, leave me. Edit forward in time past me. We don't need to see this. It's killing zombies. We know what it's all about.
This is gaming, Snake. I'm sorry you don't understand. These zombies are gonna keep coming and you're gonna kill them. That's the gaming way.
If you want to see more zombies dying, be sure to check into our Left 4 Dead 2 playthrough.
Wow. That was so forced.
I don't know, I thought it was pretty slick.
No, what? In what world? In what world was that slick? By the way,
in my world.
Did you know? Did you know we were playing Left 4 Dead? Go check it out right now. On what channel, you ask? Well, of course, on Commentarycomms.
I'm really glad when the level starts by forcing you to take damage. So we just have to instead climb into that catacomb and then just...
What the fuck Bioshock bullshit is this, Snake?
It's some Bioshock bullshit. We're just headed to the Rapture right now. To the Rapture. To Rapture, the city.
This lighting is so... This lighting is so off Half-Life aesthetic. It's weird, right?
I know. I'm blown away that I knew to press that. It's like, oh, good assumption, me.
They gotta stop doing these fade-outs.
I know. Like, why just have... Also, that was a whole level? Just walk down this just shitty hallway. And you can still hear the music because, by the way, I've blinded myself again. It's like the level hasn't ended. It's like, I'm just blind. Like, oh...
He's like just really bad at putting his eyeliner on, so he's like, oh, fuck my eye!
Oh, finally, the loading screen decided to start.
What is that
Join
little
us
thing
next
there?
part. That's
What
the
is that?
shotgun.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bad
it is.
shotgun. Yeah.